Yeah, what's up y'all? Just wanted to come out here, make this video. But, I was riding my bike here to the park and I don't know if I should take this as a sign, but like I just fell off my bike, like literally. And this happened, if y'all can see that, but it looks terrible. It doesn't feel that bad though. There's this. Even busted my shoes a little bit. Nothing too crazy, it's been the first time I made a video in a while. Basically, I decided to move to LA. The reason I'm making this video is because I don't know, I've been watching a lot of videos about moving to LA, and I feel like it was very helpful, like in terms of the reasons people moved and what people did when they moved. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to add to that mix, and maybe my unique situation would help. Also, I want to make videos I have been making videos, but since I came to New York, it's just been like, I haven't felt like myself. I feel like New York was just like sucking the creative energy out of me in some way. And I don't know if that makes sense, because a lot of people come here to be creative. So, I don't know, it's just me, like, I guess. And a little backstory. I came here after graduating college from Howard University back in 2018. And I guess I kind of just didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I kind of moved here. And my family was here. That's why I moved here, because it's kind of crazy just moving to New York for no reason. So yeah, I came here. I always wanted to go to LA, but it was just kind of like, what, it's kind of like out there. I don't really know anybody there, stuff like that. Came to New York, wanted to start my YouTube channel back up, but it was just like I was feeling it. I was just working all the time. I was just like always thinking about how I'm gonna pay this expensive ass rent out here, and then it's just like, it's like, it's a nice day today, but we don't really have these a lot. It's just like in the summer, and it's like if I'm just gonna be inconsistent because of the weather, that sounds like an excuse, but like it's just, I don't know, like it's cold all the time and it's just like depressing for me. I used to live in DC, and it was kind of the same vibe. I didn't really like it, like the weather there too much. DC was great, but like otherwise it was just like lots of depressing kind of days. And I'm from Jamaica originally, and like literally, like no matter how bad it is for you in Jamaica, like people always have like this hopeful vibe about them. Like the sun is hot, but it's always shining. People are always like, no matter where you are at in life, like people are always in Jamaica just like grinding in their thing. They're selling on the road, they're going to work, whatever it is, it's just like, it's like if there's a will, there's a way kind of mentality, where I'm from. And being in this kind of environment, it was just too, I don't know, different, harsh, concrete everywhere. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling very inspired to be creative and put myself out there, being here in New York. And the whole point of this was kind of document my life, and like if I wasn't doing shit, like what's there to document really? LA is expensive, but New York is just way too expensive for what you get. Like to me it's just not really worth it. Also, I was paying rent, but I was also living with my parents, and this is like, that just wasn't making any sense to me. At the time I did it for a reason though, because they also just moved to America and you know, they were kind of just like we all kind of needed to just work together. Kind of, they didn't really start working yet, and you know, it helped having, you know, all of us there, just kind of going through it, and you know, they got situated and whatever not. But you know, 2 years later, or almost 2 years later, it's just like, all right, you guys are good now. I gotta go live my life. So yeah, I mean, it's just like it's not worth it staying there with my parents and paying rent because you know, like, they're still my parents. I still gotta, you know, show respect or whatever. So you know, they're like old school, religious and all that, and you know, as a creative person, I kind of need that, I don't know, space and freedom to do what I need to do. It's just, I felt like it's too suffocating living there with them. And on top of that, I feel like New York is just like suffocating. Yeah, man, I just feel like there's a lot of anxiety here sometimes. Just a lot of people just running around trying to get to work, and it's just always a rush. Everybody's just like, I don't give a shit, I'm just going to work kind of vibe. I mean, and that's kind of cool in some ways, but like, you know, it's just not my vibe, I guess. It's cool though in terms of like transportation. It's like you can always get somewhere, but things kind of take a long time. Like if you have a car, somewhere can be like 15 minutes away, but then you take the metro, and then it's like you gotta drive. You gotta do this for like a hour and a half kind of thing, and that just gets annoying when you gotta do that every single day going to work. Yeah, you know, I came here and I was working in 2019 for half the year at like at a full-time job. Then about May, I was just like, I'm not doing this, and then I just kind of went part-time, and kind of just went harder on trying to make art or a living out of art. And it's been a struggle, but I don't regret that at all, to be honest. I think I would do it again. But yeah, I mean, if you're coming to New York and you're like trying to start a business and you don't mind the cold, I think New York is a great place to like network, and business-wise, it's definitely great. But yeah, man, New York is just like, it's really not my vibe. Like leisure activities, like on top of all that, when you're trying to just like, you know, relax after the end of the week or something, it's like most things here like cost money to enjoy. Like if it's like the middle of winter, like I can't just come to the park and chill out. It's like, who does that, you know? It's like cold outside, you just gotta go somewhere like an inside kind of venue or something, you know, and that normally costs money. Normally you end up going to like a bar or something. There's a lot of experiences to enjoy in New York, but they all cost money. So, you know, that's like one of the downsides of I found living here, on top of having to pay rent just to, you know, kick back and relax. You gotta pay more money, you know. So yeah, that wasn't like something I would come home and be like, oh god damn, I just spent like $30, and I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. And it's just like, I mean, there's a lot of times where I wish I could just like carry my laptop outside and just sit outside like this, just get some work done. but you know, I can't because it's 20 degrees. And that's not fun at all. But what's really interesting about this particular move that I'm making is that, you know, it's like it's Corona season right now. Everybody's like panicking and all that stuff, and I'm moving in the first week of July. And you know, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know that I got my stimulus check, I have a little bit of savings, and that's what I'm going with. After doing research, you know, I found that people have moved to LA specifically with a lot less. I'm not sure if they're being 100% truthful, but I'm willing to take the risk there and figure it out as I go along, you know. Personally, I believe that I've proven it to myself like so many times that if there's something I really want, like I can get there, because something I need to learn, I can learn it. If I need to hustle, I can become who I need to become. When I'm put in that particular position or situation. And lots of the times people they look at the person who I am today and don't see how I'm gonna do the thing I'm trying to do. But you know, that's not up to them, that's up to me, to be honest. And so yeah, we'll see. If y'all got questions about, you know, specifically what it is I'm doing or what I'm trying to do, I mean, hit me up in the comment section and let me know what y'all thinking. Also, if y'all live in LA and have like specific advice, I mean, sure, I'm down. Can't have too much information, you know. To be honest, it's mostly a gut feeling that now is when I gotta do it. And don't get me wrong, I'm like I definitely feel fair about doing this, but over the years I've learned to identify. Yeah, I would say I'm religious, but I'm definitely spiritual, and just when I have like a gut feeling about something, I've learned that every time I don't follow that gut feeling, I regret it when I do. Even if that thing doesn't work out when I do follow the feeling, I always like learn something at the end of that experience. So whatever happens, I'll be in LA in July.